All right, Devil Horn Salute. You know my gear's junk. Give it a second. No, about a year back, I did a video about, I called it American Christmas Carol, based off of Dickens, and I threw in like the old Scrooge movie, and I wanted to bring attention to the homeless problem out there, especially out there in the snow and cold now. Yeah, nobody thinks about it in the summer heat where everybody's dying from heat strokes, but now we're all freezing to death, turning into human popsicles. And there's one face I remember as a woman, probably in her, early mid-20s, and she was cold, bundled up inside her cold-ass tent, trying to just get through it. And how awful. Right now, too, we have a humanitarian crisis on both coasts, especially on the East Coast, but also the West Coast got hit with an atmospheric river thing, which has caused power outages, snows, and dilemmas for those people. So coast to coast, our country's kind of fucked up right now. So enough of my bullshit. No snakes, no Magic Benny, no Mel asking for money. I don't want your fucking money anyway. Kind of a parallel between our government, the way it cares for us, the way that certain people look down on poor people. And I think this is a commentary not only about the times then, but also the times today. So why don't we, out for bullshit.
The register of his burial was signed by Scrooge, and Scrooge's name was good on the London Exchange for anything he chose to put his hand to. Ah, Mr. Scrooge. Your servant, sir. Are you off home to keep Christmas?
I am not in the habit of keeping Christmas, sir.
Then why are you leaving so early?
Because, sir, Christmas is a habit of keeping men from doing business.
Come, it's the nature of things. The ants toil and grasshoppers sing and play, Mr. Scrooge.
An ant is what it is, and a grasshopper is what it is, and Christmas, sir, is a humbug. Good day.
Mr. Scrooge, sir.
Who are you?
Samuel Wilkins, sir.
Oh, yes. You owe me a little matter of £20-odd, I believe. Well, if you want to pay it, come to my place of business. I don't conduct my affairs in the teeth of inclement weather.
I can't pay you, sir.
I'm not surprised.
Not unless you give me more time.
Did I ask you for more time to lend you the money?
Oh, no, sir.
Then why should you ask me for more time to pay it back?
I can't take my wife to a debtor's prison.
Then leave her behind. Why should she go to a debtor's prison anyway? She didn't borrow the £20, you did. Huh. What has your wife got to do with it? For that matter, what have I got to do with it? Good afternoon.
Mr. Scrooge, it's Christmas.
Christmas has even less to do with it, my dear sir, than your wife has or I have. You'd still owe me £20 and you're not in a position to repay, for it's the middle of a heat wave and August bank holiday. Good afternoon. Be off with you.
For many here have gotten worse. With FEMA hotel vouchers expiring, some families are living in donated trailers alongside the remains of their homes. For the less fortunate, tents. Freezing temperatures and snow means the race is on to find those without heat or fuel. Volunteers say they are stunned at the pace of the recovery.
It's been slow, it's been ineffective, it's been inefficient.
There's no sewer, there's no water, there's no power. There's your answer.
This morning we were in ANC campground in Sparta, North Carolina.
Encampment has created concerns over safety and health.
Just under the 16th Street Bridge is the homeless encampment on the Three Rivers Heritage Trail. Pittsburgh's Bureau of Public Safety says there are frequent reports of drug activity, sex assaults against women, and unsanitary conditions. That is why it will be decommissioned. Light of Life Rescue Mission has a street outreach team that interacts with the residents here.
Well, we know that there is a lot of concern and fear among those who are there in those camps.
Well, have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Mr. Marley has been dead these 7 years. In fact, he died 7 years ago this very day.
Oh. Well, we have no doubt that his generosity is well represented by his surviving partner. At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and destitute.
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons.
And the union workhouses, are they still in operation?
They are. I wish I could say they were not.
And the treadmill and the poor law, they're still in full vigor, I presume?
Both very busy, sir.
Oh, from what you said at first, I was afraid that something had happened to stop them in their useful course. I'm very glad to hear it.
I don't think you quite understand us, sir. A few of us are endeavoring to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat and drink and means of warmth.
Why?
Because it is at Christmas time that want is most keenly felt and abundance rejoices. What can I put you down for?
Nothing.
With the mayor's office. She says certain populations of homelessness, such as families, older adults, and chronic homelessness, are rising in the city.
Mainly due to lack of not able to find housing for people, so they're building up that time homeless and becoming chronically homeless through the extended time. And our newly homeless population really outweighs the people who are staying in homelessness.
Saturday morning, Dwyer spoke to the Walnut Hills neighborhood about the city's response to this growing issue. Recently, the city...
Carolina. In a little while, we'll be traveling. I can't imagine what life is like for families with young children living in these homes.
You wish to be anonymous. I wish to be left alone.
I can only experience
Since you ask me what I wish, sir, that is my answer. I help to support the establishments I have mentioned. Those who are badly off must go there.
Many can't go there, and some would rather die.
If they would rather die, they better do it and decrease the surplus population. Besides, it's not my business.
Isn't it, sir?
No. It is enough for a man to understand his own business without interfering with other people's. Mine occupies me constantly. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Who's that?
Your nephew, Uncle.
That's you, is it? Well, what do you want?
Neither to borrow money or beg a mortgage, Uncle. Only to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Keep Christmas in your own way and leave me to keep it in mine.
But you don't keep it.
Then let me leave it alone then. Much good may do you to keep it. Much good it has ever done you.
It's certainly done me no harm.
No, your wayward nature has done that. And your marriage?
My marriage was the making of me.
The ruin of you, you mean?
Why don't you come and see for yourself if you won't take my word for it?
You want the whole day off tomorrow, I suppose?
If quite convenient, sir.
Not convenient. And it's not fair. If I stopped you half a crown for it, you'd think yourself ill-used, wouldn't you? But you don't think me ill-used if I pay a day's wages for no work, do you?
It is only once a year, sir.
It's a poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December.
Yes, sir. I'm sure I'm very sorry, sir, to cause you such an inconvenience. It's the family more than me, sir. They put their hearts into Christmas, as it were, sir.
Yes, and put their hands into my pocket, as it were, sir. I suppose you better have the whole day. But be back all the earlier next morning.
I will indeed, sir. Thank
work. It's the least we can do, and an excellent opportunity to help develop young men in our rural youth programs.
And we expect that to really increase.
Thousands of downed trees, power and mobile outages, and hundreds of closed roads.
These people's livelihoods are gone.
Now an apocalyptic stew of rubble and debris.
Devastation just doesn't seem to cover it.
All you see is rooftops.
You can see part of the road there, washed out, rescue boats in the water, cars are submerged. Homes are gone.
See the entire home, floating in the floodwaters, floating by.
What was once a neighborhood is now unrecognizable.
But some of them are living in tents.
You've heard about the stories. Since the impact of the storm, Meet My Neighbor Productions volunteers have been in the field, cleaning up trees, delivering donations, and serving local communities in COVID. Now you have a chance to support our neighbors. On December 6th through the 8th, Meet My Neighbor Productions will be.
All right, we're going to end it right there. A lot of parallel here. It's kind of the way I feel about people in charge right now. Treating people here horribly. Oh, and it seems like the homeless camps every fucking wintertime, they go through and they kick out the homeless people. It does right before the holidays. They have these sweeps right as it gets cold. Starts in Alaska, trickles its way down through here.
Commission the encampment along the north.
Oh, they crime and feces and needles
must be weeded out from the homeless population.
Gee, no one complained. How about the rent? About, low wages. We barely make enough money to fucking live. Check this shit out.
Or ordinance or, resolutions or anything that go along with it or funding. So
it is what it is. It's my Christmas special. A Christmas Carol 2024 here in America. Storm victims coast to coast. Homeless campings. Yes, it seems like every holiday these motherfuckers just, let's clear them out for safety, sanitation, or whatever. Horn salute. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the views. Ho, ho, ho. Bah, humbug.